Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Autofuel Simracing. We're a Le Mans Ultimate League based in North America, and I am your host for tonight, Nitin Murthy. Joining me in the commentary booth is Tuna Fortunato. Tuna, welcome back to the commentary booth. How are you feeling about tonight?
I'm feeling good, man. Paul Ricard is a lesser known track, I feel like, and there's not a lot of love behind the track. So I am definitely looking forward to see how the guys are racing today, and I'm glad to be back. Appreciate you having me back on.
Yep, as always, great to have you here. Of course. As Tunis mentioned, today's race at the Circuit de Porticot. Um, yeah, and I do understand that sentiment that people do not necessarily like it. It's a tricky, technical, but ultimately, I think we should get a good race tonight, just because of how wide the track is. So we'll see how that plays out. Our sprints have always been entertaining, and yeah, to give you a quick walk of the circuit, you go down the start finish straight with the pit lane circle there on the side there, down to the first chicane, the Est de la Verrière. Bit of an interesting one. You have to really make full use of the track limits to get the time out of this one. And then on the exit, you're heading down again, a short straight to another chicane, the Virage de l'Hôtel, and tricky right and a long left, slower than you think, but also faster than you think at the same time somehow, down to Virage du Camp, very slow right-hander, first gear in basically every car. And then a very important corner to set up, the right-hander heading down to the Mistral Straight, flat out from there all the way up to the chicane north. So very important to get a good exit so that you don't get drafted. Heading out of the chicane, we go down the second part of the straight, and that heads into the Coup de Seine, which is a very very fast fifth gear right-hander. Quite scary to take at full speed in these GT3s, but we'll see how our grid handles that. Heading down from there, we go to Debussy, another double right-hander with a very technical. You gotta have to turn more with your pedals than with your steering wheel through there. Heading there, we go down to sector 3 with a very very long late apex left-hander. Heading down to a long right-hander. Heading down to another long late apex left-hander, which heads down to the final corner, the Virage du Pont. Very important not to hit the apex curb there. And that sets you up for a run down the start finish straight down back to turn 1. So basically, the hard part is the entire third sector. That's what I've written in the track map. It's just such a yeah. You're not going to hear a lot of love for this track from me tonight, folks. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be unbiased, but Paul Ricard just brings that out in me.
Yeah, that's totally fair, Nen. You're allowed to have an opinion.
Take Qualifying has just gotten started. Drivers are out on their out laps. We will get to that in a second. So let's quickly go over the championship standings for the sprint. Greg Kachadorian out about 32 points in the lead on 188. Has used his drop round though, so it could get interesting towards the final round. Guillermo Paré and Jeffrey Arroyon in second and third, separated by just 1 point. And just 3 points behind them is Cyril Fortin. Joris Butkus having won 3 races, hence the 150. Three perfect races so far. So he may be a big challenge to Greg come the end of the season if he can keep stringing some good results together. Don
Nitin,
Bailey.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I will be right back shortly.
Of course, man. See you later.
Yes.
Yep. So, heading further down the standings, Don Bailey in 6th place on 137. William Angren right behind him on 133. Philippe Brazeau and Parker Thomas tied for 8th place on 123 points. Philippe does have a drop round to spare though. And Harrison Miller rounds out our top 10 on 121 points. Heading into qualifying, a couple of names. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I thought my relay was going to be giving someone else, but you can look at that. Look at that train already into qualifying, so it's going to be an interesting one for sure. Aviganti out in the Lexus. couple of names that we have not seen in the broadcast, but who are familiar to us on the championship. Hayden Baker making a comeback after being out for a while. Real life circumstances didn't allow him to race, but he is a fast peddler. He knows how to wheel. I say that, and he immediately almost goes off track at Senior, but okay. Coming through turn 9. It says, oh, big snap. It says he's on his outlap. We got a couple of yellow flags, but nothing too serious. I think Hayden was one of those yellow flags. He had to abort his first outlap. He's going to be coming through to start his. Where is everyone? I feel like there's... I want to go whoever's out first. That should be... hold on. This game is messing with me now. Parker Thomas is clearly in the first sector. He's not the first, right? So who's gonna set our first time now? Got a cute cars coming. Michael Landry. Oh yeah, there he is. I'm wondering who that was. Michael Landry just about to come around and set all out. You know what? Let's go on board with them.
Shout out to Hayden. Love to see him coming into the league as our Australian member. You know, I mean, I don't even know what time it is for him, but we love to see him in the league. He's an awesome racer, and it's just great to see him here. I'm glad to see him here in racing.
Yeah, Hayden Baker is our longtime affiliate. A resident Australian almost.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
He is in the Porsche. Currently setting up some good laps. Yeah, Baker's looking good. I do agree, Brian. Yeah. Track limits are gonna be interesting. We'll get to that when the race comes, I think. In qualifying, I feel like it'll come down to the final little bit. The last lap or so, when they're really pushing flat out. Meanwhile, Aviganti has gone up to second. He's doing pretty well too.
Oh man, yeah, I think this is gonna be a tight race, and I think we're gonna have a good time watching.
Yeah, I for sure will enjoy people racing this more than actually racing on this track.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yellow flag for Dave Carter. Him. Oh, just kind of aborting this lap, and I think, yeah, just also calling it for the session. That's
Maybe just
unfortunate.
get a little reset there.
Uh,
Maybe not.
no, he's not gone back out, so I think that's his session done.
Yeah.
Going out. Aviganti is going through the chicane. Who else is out? Ooh, Baker with an fastest lap now, 2:04.897. So, yeah, really coming back and immediately bringing the fight to our leaders over here. I don't see Yaris yet. I was expecting Yaris to be higher up, but he's currently done 15th. Not really sure what's going on there.
Yeah, maybe just a couple of bad laps to start off. I mean, he's definitely a top 3 kind of guy.
Yeah, like the Coastal Boat was saying in chat. Oh! And around goes the Porsche. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
you see it.
That is so
Yeah, you
close.
just see it,
That is
man. He's
so
trying to get out of the way
close.
as fast as possible.
There's a lot of confusion going on in the final few corners there as Yaris does eventually get going right in front of Avi Ganti. I hope that does not impede Avi too much. Yeah, Yaris still struggling to get
we got Hayden taking the pole position there, that P1 again. That is impressive. 204, 204.8. Wow, what a great lap from the Aussie.
I say that, and he's immediately run into some traffic and coming into turn 9. That is a Lamborghini of Nick Johnson, the white cheese Lamborghini. He is gonna have to navigate that. Is he on an out lap? He's not on an out lap. Okay, so that does complicate things a little bit.
Nick's on an out lap. Okay.
No, he's not. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Okay.
Because I didn't know whether he had to get out of the way or, this is just more one of those awkward exchanges.
Yeah.
Timer is a pro hit 0. Hayden is just about to cross the line now, so that's checkered flag for him. Michael Landry as well, choosing not to do another lap. Oh, Greg Katchadorian, we've not talked about him at all this session, and he is up there in third silently.
Oh yeah, and that little sneaky Mustang. We love a Mustang around OOFS, you know what I mean?
And listen to that. Yeah, Greg is coming down the straight. Avi Ganti is, well, he's had a purple sector 2. He is just heading into the chicane. Wait, no, that's Greg. Avi's in turn 10, as I call it. It's probably turn 12 or 13 with the chicane added. So used to the ACC turn numbers. But coming through that long penultimate right-hander into the final corner, Avi has got a purple sector 2. No improvement in sector 1. Is this gonna be an improvement? Could this be a potential pole? Crosses the line, and it is P1, 2:04.609. What a lap!
Whoa! Okay, we have a race in our hands. Let's go.
Yeah. Joris Butkus also up to 4th. Greg Katchadorian, don't count him out just yet. Improvement in sector 2. Slightly down in sector 1, but can he put together a sector 3 and get himself in contention? Coming through the final corner, everything's looking okay. Gonna come to the line, and it's gonna be a 2-minute 5.0. Okay, so 4/10 off. Still not good enough for P4. That's still a very handy lap.
He's definitely in the race. I mean, come on. This is going to be a good battle tonight.
Yeah. Brian Crane almost getting a 5-car battle for P1, but yeah, Avi Ganti with a clutch lap at the end there to get pole position. Hayden Baker on second, alongside him on the front row. And Michael Landry in third. A couple of tenths off, but I'm sure there's going to be more to come in the race. Greg Katchadorian and Joris Butkus bring him 4th and 5th. Jeff O'Royan coming up to 6th place, doing quite well. The Ferrari, I wasn't sure was such a good car around here, so doing well to put it up there. Parker Thomas with P7. After complaining all week that he's slow at the circuit, he goes up and does a 2:06.1. Good on him. Well done, Parker. Louis Gendron in 8th place and William Angram in 9th. Cyril Fortown in 10th to have a Porsche finish to the top 10.
I think from qualifying alone, I mean, we got a good race in our hands tonight. I am so happy to see Hayden back in the mix. It's gonna be awesome. I'll let you get to the grid count.
Oh, yeah, good to see Hayden back. I do agree. I'd love to see him back and immediately in the mix. Showing our resident Australian never left. He just stepped aside for a little while, just like Daniel Ricciardo, F1's former resident Australian. Yeah, these guys are pulling some great times. It's showed the top 10 already in P11 and P12. Don Bailey and William Nerin, 269 to a 71. So pretty close here too. Richie Wood in 13th and JP in 14th. Ricky Swaby in 15th and Josh Popoff in 16th. Yeah, seeing some really, really close times here. Philippe Rizzo and Dave Saint-Germain in 17th and 18th. Dustin Rand and Preston Parenti in 19th and 20th, bringing up the 10th row. Dan Gomez and David Carter on row 11. Greatest jump scare. Maximum Angry and Nick Johnson on row 12. Next, sort of struggling a little in the Lamborghini. Dave Harris in 25th. Ethan Gonzalez, I'm not sure if he's in the race. Guillermo Perez is also missing, hasn't set a quali lap. And Kellyan Locatelli is at the back, also having not set a quali lap, so we'll see if any of those turn up. And of course, before we get underway, a quick little bit of self-promotion. Tonight marks the 6th round of our Sprint Championship, so getting close to the end here. But we do still have 2 more races after this one, and Coda and Spa, as you can see on the right. The races in the Sprint Championship are, we haven't gone through the format, but 30-minute races in GT3 only, and normal fuel and tire usage, so no mandatory pit stop. So this encourages our drivers to push all the way from lights to flag. It's a nice little nice format for people who just are just getting into LMU or just want a bit more seat time and just want to go flat out and not think about strategy. We also have a multi-class championship on Thursdays. So Paul Ricard and multi-class will be tomorrow. Those are 55-minute races with double tire and fuel usage. So strategy is very important in those races. So those are meant more for practicing for the endurance events that we frequently get in LMU. So if you're interested in either of them, be sure to sign up. Links in the description to the Discord and the SimGrid Championships. And yeah, we'll be more than happy to help you once you hop in. Ryan saying could be a 6-way battle if only another faster driver was still there. I'm not sure who he's referring to, but any guesses, Tuna?
Formation lap has started.
Rude, but okay. Looks like our grid is getting ready to go racing, going through this 3rd sector here, the formation lap. As like everyone's lining up. Nick Johnson, the back of the grid kind of far off, but that just might be LMU messing with them. The formation lap isn't exactly the smoothest, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Guillermo Perez in the garage, so he's not racing. So we have 25 drivers here tonight. This should be a good race, nice wide racetrack, and a lot of opportunity for taking multiple lines. But who will come out on top? Aviganti and Hayden Baker are going to lead our grid towards the start-finish line. Ooh, seeing just a separation happening. Green flag, and we are green, green, green. Even start from both our leaders. Hayden just managing to hang on. Michael Landry getting a great start. He's gonna be right in the draft. Is he gonna get an opportunity to do anything with it? I don't think so. Hayden Baker, though, taking the opportunity to send it up the inside and take the lead. Michael Landry and Greg Cacciatorian side by side and behind, further behind, and we saw a bunch of 3 and 4 wides going into turn 1. No, it shows some possible contact, but nothing too major. So we will cycle through. Positions gained lost as well. But for now, Hayden Baker leading our field down as we exit the first sector and onto the straights. Josh pop off a little bit. Let's park down. I think our top 7 more or less without drama. Dustin ran this sideways though, as showing a yellow flag, and it looks like he's still going. Back up the grid, getting pretty spicy as we look further forward. Oh, as I believe that's Joris Botka sending it on Greg Cacciatorian, but not quite close enough to make that move happen. As our top 3 have started to kind of pull away a little bit. As Joris is not giving this up. He is right behind Greg, right in the slipstream, looking for that opportunity, almost pushing him, NASCAR style. We've got a bunch of things going on right now. We'll get to them as soon as we can, as Joris is going to send it down the inside of turn 9, using that Porsche superior rotation to try and get an advantage on the entry, and he has managed to get his way up to 4th. This could be important for the championship, folks, as Joris is now ahead of the championship leader. Further back, we are seeing quite a lot of action. I'm not missing anyone. But we will wait until the end of lap 1 to see what's happening. As out in front, Hayden Baker, Avi Gunty, not having given up this battle at all. He is within about half a second of Hayden. He will be in position to strike if the opportunity arises. As Jeff Arroyan, let me get my driver info up. And Jeff Arroyan in 8th right now, forming sort of a pack here, stuck behind Parker Thomas. As Luis and John looking, is that Cyril Fortin? Sorry, my apologies. Cyril looking very interested in that Ferrari. Ryan doing well to hold on right now, even though this pack is getting pretty feisty behind. So things are starting to settle down a bit. I will go back and look at what happened on round 1 from Parker Thomas's perspective. So heading down to turn 1, go through and a bit of 2 wides and 3 wides, but no major contact there. That's pretty good. Good job, guys. Is Ryan losing a little bit of ground to Cyril there, and going side by side through the chicane for a little bit. Parker Thomas also dropping back a little bit from Louis and Jean. So a bit of a battle train forming right behind him. Nobody's doing anything crazy for now. Top 7, top 8 as it was right now, but this pack is getting interesting. Oh! And Cyril Fortin's round! Right as I say, the pack's kind of starting to stabilize. Cyril Fortin sends it around, loops it, going through the Bousset, and Parker Thomas managing to hold on. Everything more. Dustin Rand showing yellow flags as well, right through that. This is through sector 1. We're just going through the second chicane. Something happening. Oh, and getting on throttle through that slow right-hander that leads to the corner that goes to the back straight. Dustin Rand kind of looping it. Unfortunate for Dustin. I'm sure he'll be able to pick up the pieces and recover. Meanwhile, we're seeing some overtakes as Don Bailey getting past William Mangrum. Go back and look at that replay real quick. Getting through on turn 1 fairly convincingly. Joris Butkus also getting past Michael Landry for P3 here. Is he going to send it on the inside of the penultimate corner? No way he isn't. He is going for it. He does go for it. And then round the outside. Landry kind of giving that up though. Oh, getting a huge snap of oversteer on the exit of the final corner. Joris Butkus is up to 3rd. Maybe a little bit of team orders coming into play there. But Joris is in Norris has been released into the free air. Let's see if he can make some progress on the top two. Landing a lot of curve there. And going through. That's pop off and Preston Parenti further back. And I saw that. William Langram is right behind Philippe. I say that, and Richie Wood has had a moment. Where is he? Oh, he's coming out very slowly from the chicane. Wonder what happened to him. Maybe I missed it while I wasn't looking at the broadcast for a moment. Richie Wood going through the first part of the chicane and the second part, and the car just kind of goes around. And he's seeing a lot of exit oversteer moments. The track likely not at peak grip. Oh, and yellow flag for Preston Parenti. I'm gonna go through that in a moment. We're going through the fast right-hander, Senior. And the Lexus rear end just let's go. Oh, and Nick Johnson as well, spinning in sympathy. Preston is gonna hit the wall. Oh my goodness. So things really starting to kick off here, and Preston has fallen to the back of the pack. Nick Johnson also getting a drive-through for, just because. And he's going to go into the pits to serve that penalty as a big loss in one corner for two cars. As further ahead, Billy and Philippe in a locked-in battle here. Joris Butkus is still 2.3 seconds off our leaders. Philippe Rousseau, by the way, I need to go back for a second. Biggest gainer so far this race. 5 positions gained from the starting spot of 17th. He's up to 12th. Sector 1 doing quite well this race so far. We'll keep us on how he does. Further back, Cyril Fortin and Ricky Swaby are starting to get a bit close as they head onto the back straight. Is there a chance to use that slipstream? Doesn't look like it. Seems like it's a bit too far. He will be in position if Swaby does that. Taking a lot of curb on the first part of the chicane there. That might leave him vulnerable on the exit. Although the next corner is a fast right-hander, so don't do anything silly, guys. As Cyril making himself visible in the mirrors, but nothing doing. Good job, guys. Coming through Senior. Nothing serious. Trying to go for an alternate line, and Ricky Swaby has made that mistake that Cyril Fortin was looking for and has spun out at that corner. As Papa further behind has also had a moment recovering, letting Richie Wood through. Richie did not recover after his whole spin of the chicane. Well, out in front, Joris Butkus has just set our fastest lap of the race, chasing down the two in front in 3/10 on Aviganti that lap. So, still 2.3 seconds off, but that's interesting. Aiden Baker still holding it out in front, having built quite the lead. I say that I'm waiting for the commentator's curse to strike at this point. Having done 6 of these broadcasts, I know exactly what's about to happen in a lap or two's time. Hans Montes in chat. Hello there, sir. Good to have you here. There's Don Bailey and Parker Thomas. Jeff Ryan has got past Parker Thomas. I do need to go back and see that, because that was quite the train that we had, and now the train's kind of split up a little bit.
Apologies, Nitin. I had to take a phone call there.
Oh, you're good, man. Welcome back.
Yes, of course.
At quite the start, a couple of cars taking a loop around the fast right-hander in sector 2.
All right.
And who else? Richie had a spin going through the chicane on the back straight, but nothing too serious so far. It's been a pretty clean race.
Okay, I see we got Hayden up front, Avi, and Joris, which are definitely not unfamiliar names up at the top, except for Hayden, of course, just because he hasn't been with us for a little bit now. But obviously, definitely fast racer.
Yeah, doing well to hold on and maintain this gap to P2. Rick Dorian is catching up to Michael Landry. Further back, we have a little bit. I was gonna go and talk about his battle train a little bit more, but Saint-Germain has had a moment. Go back and look at that real quick.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Popov is so far back. I mean, I know this. He might not like this track, but I mean, he's so fast, right? So I'm just surprised that he's so far back.
Yeah, just not sure. Ooh, possible contact. Yeah, another yellow flag for David Saint-Germain. Okay. A couple of things kicking off. We'll go back and look at this real quick. Dustin Rand and Preston Parenti giving us some action to look at here. Ooh. Okay, so Dustin Rand going a little bit wide through the corner and having to concede the position, having gone off track. Yeah, so that's a good overtake from Preston Parenti, recovering after that spin. Oh, Parker Thomas has had a moment. He's backwards. That is in sector 1.
No, not Lil Pete.
He's rejoining. Is he?
What is that livery that he's got on too, man? What's he got going on?
That is a cool livery. I don't know what that is though. I'm tempted to say.
I like it. I just want to know what it is.
Maybe. Well, I'm sure we'll find out post race. But yeah, if someone can work that out in chat, do let us know.
He's not being Mr. Cheese this race.
Yeah, abandon the cheese between. Odd.
Yeah. Greg has got this fight laid out for him, man. I mean, there's a lot of potential for this top 5. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cut you off for a moment there. This battle for P13 getting spicy as Willie Mangrum sunset.
I think it's...
sees a gap, goes for it, and gets the position. That was clean, sir.
Yeah, I think it's getting spicy all on this track everywhere.
Yeah.
There's plenty of racing to be had.
As now he's gonna have his eyes on Philippe Brizot. Oh, this is for 9th. I'm looking at the wrong positions. As Willie Mangrum getting alongside, right, in the side draft as we call it. But does he have enough of a car alongside Philippe's? Not likely, and does not manage to get that done there. I'm sure we'll see something more. This battle continues. There's a bit of contact, I think. That was a little bit too far, so couldn't quite see it. But Willie's still hanging it in there. Oh, again, they're really banging doors, and Philippe's getting unstable. Willie backs off a little bit to let him recover, but Philippe, of course, compromised on the line. And Willie's going to lose not just that battle, but also the position to William Nairn, as these two are going to continue this fight all the way down the back straight. So, my God, getting some real spicy racing from William Mangrum as usual. But going for it, and we'll see how this one turns out, as he is kind of getting left behind by Lexus. Ooh, he's gonna try and make himself visible on the mirrors, I think. That's what that was. But
William Nairn knows for sure.
Yeah, William Nairn didn't know how to hold on to that. Nice little battle out here. Further up front, Rick Castor is still behind Michael Landry. Still kind of holding station, maybe waiting for a good opportunity to pass. Joris Butkus has had a moment. He's gone now 3 seconds behind Avi. So either that or my replay software is bugging out. It's 2 seconds behind. 3 seconds off of Hayden. He's starting to be caught up a little bit. Joris, previous lap having done a 2:04.7. Gonna come across the line this lap. Gonna be invalid from both second and third place, so really pushing the limits here, trying to catch Hayden.
Wow, I bet these guys are not liking that Hayden just joined the sprint series, you know. It's so cool to see, though. I mean, there's a lot of competition out there. I love to see it, you know.
Definitely battling. David Saint-Germain showing yellow flags again. what happened here, going through the double right-hander in sector 3. Goes on the exit, the camber just goes the wrong way, and that's the Porsche around. Now another incident. Maximum Angry and Dave Harris battling. That's possible contact, but we'll see how that goes. In the, what is that? Oh my god. So many fascinating liveries today.
Who, you know, and you know, funny we bring it up right now. Who is Max Angry? I don't know if I've ever heard him in the voice chat. You know, where did he come from?
I have no idea.
He's not slow, for sure. At most tracks, he's definitely not slow.
Yeah, he's pretty competitively in the mid-pack usually. Maximum Angry in that very vibrant BMW, getting past Dave Harris after a little bit of a skirmish in the third sector of the previous lap. William Nairn and Philippe Rizzo are now battling. William Ingram has dropped off a little bit from this battle. I wonder what happened there. I think we are about to get the answer to that. William Ingram and JP going side by side into turn 1. Okay, son. Oh no, that's Cyril Ford. Oh, what was I? Yeah. John P going side by side. Ooh, gonna make it 3 wide. And what is the end of this battle? Please don't cut off right before this ends. Oh, doesn't look like it. Oh, and we come back to see Willie off the track at the double right-hander. Okay. So, a lot of things happening in very quick succession here with William Ingram, but getting back on his feet. He's down in 14th, and I'm sure he has the pace to make his way back up. Still 12 and a half minutes to go. He thought he was managed to pass Maximum Angry again. So, let's see. Parker
How far up is Hayden from the rest of the pack there?
Not very, just a second off of Aviganti. Up from Aviganti, I should say. And yours is another 2 seconds behind these two.
No, yep, still battling up there. Wow.
Yeah, still a long way to go.
That is a tight top 3 right there.
Yeah. Oh, great catch. I guess just Landry's not quite able to kill the top 3, but I'm surprised the gap is up to 10 seconds from the top 3 to the rest of the field. That's crazy. Those people are going at it every single lap.
Yeah, they really are. This is actually a really surprising kind of result for this track, especially.
Coming to the right-hander. It gets really close.
He is right there. He's right there. And we love a Ford at OOFS. We love a Ford. Just saying.
You love the Ford more than others.
Yes, I do. It's a death machine, but we love a Mustang. We definitely do.
You're, of course, the runner of the Sid Stang, or
Classic.
Yes.
the famous Sid Stang, which everybody loves, of course.
We are continuing to go at William Nairn and okay, it didn't switch. There we go. William Nairn and Philippe Rizzo fighting over 9th. So waiting for the final part of this race. Further behind, John P is holding up a couple of people who would be very happy to get past, but are having to hold station right now. William Ingram, ooh, my goodness. Well, he certainly has got pace, just probably doesn't have the room to show it. Desperately trying to get past Richie Wood here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult track, and I'm sure it's difficult to pass, you know. He's just right up on Richie right now, and he's trying to make that move, and man, I'd love to see it happen, but I mean, it's a hard track.
Yeah, really just trying everything in the Porsche's repository to try and get something done, but not quite finding it. Lamborghini is holding on for now. Like you can see just how much he opens up the entry there to try and get past Richie, but just that car is firmly there and refusing to get out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, Richie's doing a great job, you know. I mean, yeah, he's going to show his nose or whatever, but Richie is doing a great job of defending and just racing his race, you know.
Castleberry and Michael Landry having a little bit of back and forth. Ooh, big Corvette snap for Landry.
Snappy, a little snappy.
But manages to keep it around the outside of Greg, and he takes the position back. And that is not a... And that... Oh! And that's how, like, Landry managed to keep it ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna have to increase my post-roll time, so... we can actually see what happens the whole way. These battles are going on for multiple corners, folks. That's the beauty of Paul Ricard. It's annoying to hot lap, but once you get in the race, you can just have such intense and drawn-out battles just thanks to the layout of this track.
Yeah, this has been like a pretty like intense race, you know. It's definitely. I don't know if it's fun for the guys in the race. I'm gonna love to hear their thoughts afterward. But yeah, it's definitely intense for us watching.
Yeah. Yes, things stand. Ooh, is really looking to get past Brazil. These two have been going at it basically since the start of the race, in like one way or another. And getting a pretty good exit out of there, a little bit wider line entry to turn 7, so he can maybe set up a better run, but that McLaren has got legs in a straight line. As Philippe is... Looked like he was going to defend for a second, but then probably realized that William does not quite have the overlap to make a move there. Yeah, Willie's having a bit of a rough day, Javier. It's just one of those races, you know, where you're got to be going so wide.
Way outside, man.
Yeah, but like a lot of people were saying today, they have pace. They've got, like, if they were in clear air, they maybe could catch up to the front of the pack, but it's just kind of getting stuck behind traffic and not finding a clean way through. And that's not the fault.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a mixture of stuck behind traffic and then like just the mix-up of the corners, kind of. You know, like sometimes you just go wide in a certain sector and you just don't know. I think it has a lot to do with it, but I mean, we're definitely seeing it out here on track for sure.
Yeah, Mangrum now in the middle of a Lamborghini sandwich, depending on how you call a sandwich. But yeah, Parker Thomas has managed to catch up to this train, so we're gonna see what happens. Oh no, Greg Cacciadorian has had a moment going through sector 1. We are gonna go, and he's side by side through Michael Landry, going into the second chicane. Right on the curb, and there's contact. Oh no!
Whoa.
Does he keep it out of the wall? Just about keeps it out of the wall.
Fuck, dude. Come on. Can't do that to the Mustang.
Cacciadorian has lost a little bit of ground. He is down in 6th place. Jeffrey Arroyan has managed to get past him in the middle of all that.
You know,
Michael Landry...
We don't like to see that with the Mustang. I'm just saying.
Just always, never have. Oh, a bit of battling back. Oop, Parker Thomas and Willie Macram going pretty feisty over here. Wonder what happened. As on board, Willie getting a huge snap coming out of turn 6, and yeah, that's Parker Thomas through. Willie really not having a good day. As now he is behind another Lamborghini. Yeah.
I want to know what that livery is, though. What is going on?
Oh, let me see if I can...
He's not a block of cheese, and I want to know why.
Well, bunch of fancy colors. I see an SI.
Yeah, it almost seems like Joker colors. You know,
Yeah, I
don't know
want
if
to say that's what I want to say.
Yeah, I don't know
Also,
if it's like a
like,
Joker thing or what he's got going on there. I'm
yeah,
definitely
it's
intrigued.
Joker. It's like kind of that skull. It's a number 69 livery, or maybe that's just the number plate I'm saying. But I'm really curious. I gotta know what that is now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, we're back. We're getting a call side by side into turn 1 for William Nerren. Is he gonna try and go around the outside of that McLaren? No way. And not quite able to make that work, but now Cyril Fortin is looking to make it an MRT tag team against William Nerren, as they are going to go into the second chicane. Ooh, Cyril really hanging it around the inside.
Dude, a little elbows out right there. You gotta love to see it.
Yeah, some great, and that's right. Oh, William Nerren.
Oh, wow, yes. Man.
Oh, and then more contact as they go through.
Let's go.
And wow, no, people are not holding back anymore. 3.5 minutes, or a little under 3.5 minutes to go, and we are this race is coming alive, folks. As yeah, Cyril is probably not going to be able to, or is he going to?
Oh
He's going to try and force that issue, but nope. Managing, still having to stay behind. William Nerren doing well to stay calm and composed and not show an opening or a weakness.
This is great racing. This is great racing.
Speaking of racing, this our top 2 now within 6/10. Aviganti has been chipping away at that gap. Hayden Baker last lap 2:05.8.
Yeah,
he actually
he's been keeping it pretty steady though. I mean, come on now. You gotta love the resiliency here. I mean, I particularly, selfishly, I'm definitely a fan. So you love to see it.
Yeah. Baker holding it together for now. Aviganti, though, is gonna be putting some pressure in these final few minutes. As
sure.
David Saint-Germain and Nick Johnson happen here. We're gonna take a quick look at this incident and then get right back to the top 2, as they are looking pretty promising. Going up to the penultimate corner. Nick Johnson runs a little bit wide on the entry. Saint-Germain trying to maybe look at a switchback through here. Nothing doing. What happened there? We had another moment. Ricard and Dennis. Oh, Archer running right off track. Almost, I thought he was going to collect maximum angle for a second there, but still nothing. Just very close racing. Ooh, I can see why my software called that possible contact. That was insanely close on the exit. Are they going to go at it all the way to the final corner? Try. But, yep. Anyway, and we are definitely going to stay on the P1 battle for the rest of this. Couple of yellow flags in Sector 3. I believe that's David Saint-Germain and Nick Johnson again. As these two are barely separated. Coming up to the last lap. This has been great, folks. Just quiet waiting for this P1 battle to develop. And the Porsche.
Yeah, Avi doesn't have much time left, man. He's got to make a move.
Yeah, we are about to start the final lap. 40-ish seconds on the clock. Hayden Baker's going to cross the start-finish line to start the final lap of the race. And you have to think, right behind these two, Joris Butkus is just sitting there thinking, please fight. Please come to me.
Yeah,
I need the point right now.
As far as this top 5 battle going on, man, it is great to see all the characters involved, and obviously, with Hayden coming in, it's just, it's great to see him, and I'm just wondering what these other guys are thinking, like, who is this guy,
We've seen Hayden Baker before, folks. One of our enduro drivers primarily, but has just made a comeback to the league racing scene, and he is fast. I can tell you that this man is in contention for the leaderboards at basically every public lobby event that we get in LMU. I can tell you that he hasn't just come in on a bad day at OOFS. It's just, this is the level we're at the top. Great to see as these two are still neck and neck going down towards
man, it's just good racing, dude. Like, you love to see it, especially on the broadcast. I mean, come on, this is what the people want for sure.
Yeah, and you must be if you're Baker, you're thinking, please just get to the end. just car, don't do anything funny now. It's the final lap.
He can't wait to cross the line.
He is gonna be very close. Joris Butkus has managed to close that gap to 1.3 seconds, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Hayden Baker's running out the final couple of corners, and he is gonna hold on despite all the pressure behind. Hayden Baker's gonna cross the line to win race 6 of the Sprint Series. Well done to you, sir. Brilliant job. Right behind him, Avi Ganti and Joris Butkus. Sending it straight into the wall. That makes our podium. Michael Landry is going to cross the line to finish in 4th. Jeff Ryan and Greg Cachadorian are going to finish pretty close. Oh, never mind. I heard the Mustang a lot before I heard the Ferrari. Louis Gendron in 7th and Don Bailey coming right behind in 8th. Philippe Brissot is going to round out the final couple of corners. He has endured. William Nairn has dropped off a bit while we were looking at the P1 battle. But Philippe is going to hang on to that 9th place. But that concludes that battle that we were following for quite a while. Oh, look at that train! William Nairn is going to round out our top 10, but the battle for 11th, incredibly close between 0-4 down. Richie Wood making a good recovery. William Mangrum in 13th and Parker Thomas in 14th. Good battles, and Josh Popov right behind as well on 15th. John P. has crossed the finish line. He's in 16th. Dave Carter, Dan Gomez, Ricky Swaby, and Maximum Angry in another pack here. So they are going to come across the line for 17th down to 20th. And Dave Harrison, Preston Parenti, Dustin Rand, 21, 22, and 23. Davy Saint-Germain, after having had maybe a race to forget in 24th, as well as Nick Johnson rounding out our pack in 25th. Nick is about to cross the line, of course. Second, it looked like, yeah, Davy Saint-Germain slowing down. Oh, what the hell? What was that? This Saint-Germain clearly unhappy about something. Let the you know what? We'll let the stewards figure that one out. But clearly some bad luck going on there. Yeah, Tuna. I think it's about time we brought our podium up here. What do you say?
Let's do it. I am so stoked to talk to Hayden. I mean, aren't we all though? You know what I mean?
Well, Hayden, your number one fan, is very happy to see you back.
Yes, of course I am.
Hi, Tuna. Good to see you.
Oh, it's always good to see you.
I didn't see
It's always a
yours.
pleasure.
So let's bring in. Who did we bring in? I don't see yours, so we'll figure that out. But anyways, gentlemen, welcome. Hayden, welcome for the first time for you. Avi, I think you're returning to the post-race interviews. So great job to both of you. You've done great. That was some pretty fun racing we saw at the end there. Avi, let's start with you. Seemed like a pretty on the edge sort of race. Talk to us about how hard were you pushing to try to catch up to Hayden?
Yeah, I mean, I thought our pace was really evenly matched. Unfortunately, it didn't get through turn 1 and P1, but yeah, I just tried to look after my tires, not slide too much, and then I knew I'd have a chance at the end, so I looked after my tires and just try to stay as close, but there wasn't much in it. I was pushing pretty much the entire race. So yeah, awesome pace from Hayden. Really fun race.
Great to see. Talk to us about track limits. How close were you guys running?
Yeah, the first few laps I got a lot, and then I just kind of, calmed down a little bit and just drove within myself. And yeah, I think I ended at like 2.25, but I think most of that was at the beginning of the race. I think barely set any valid laps in the first 5, and then just started to calm down towards the end, or towards the middle of my race.
Well, you did set up a very exciting showdown. I'm sure you guys will keep us entertained with the racing as we go forward. Great job once again, Avi.
Thank you.
Hayden, I would love to discuss your comeback into the series, if you will. I mean, what was it like racing tonight, dude? Like obviously you've done a ton of enduros with us, and we love and want to see you back. How cool was it to race tonight, and what were you thinking, like holding that P1 position, dude?
Oh, it was sick. First race, first official with OOFS, and yeah, it was nuts. The quality is insane. Like with Avi, Joris, and Greg at the front. Yeah, there's just so much competition.
you got a tight bunch up there, dude. Like you
Yeah,
definitely have your work put out for you.
yeah, I was glad to get in amongst them for sure. Put in a lot of practice. Yeah, it was so intense in the race. Avi was taking 2/10 out of me in the middle sector basically every time. So I'm not sure what was happening there. Something to do with my lines. And then Joris in the middle of the race had so much pace. I think at some points he was maybe half a second faster than us out in front. But yeah, I was super relieved coming across the line.
Okay. How much practice were you able to put in before this race? Like just generally, like how many hours do you think were you able to put in?
Oh, it was heaps. It was a lot. To
Okay.
beat Avi, it's like, yeah, I was doing probably 2 hours a day, just constant lapping, quality and race pace, figuring out the perfect amount of fuel. Yeah. To be out the front of these guys, you got to kind of do a lot of work.
Yeah,
So,
no, that
I don't know if they'll have-
definitely checks out. You guys are aliens, absolute fucking aliens.
Yeah. Well, gents, that was some great racing. Congratulations once again on the podium. And with that, you are free to head back to the voice chat.
Awesome.
Thank
I just
you.
want to say shout out to my
Good
sister
job,
Bronte.
Hayden.
She's watching.
Hey.
Yeah, good race, Avi.
Yep, awesome stuff.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Cheers.
Well, Tuna, I do want to get one more person in here, but I don't see him. That's interesting. I was hoping to get Parker in and ask him what his livery was. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
he
seriously,
is.
where
Okay,
is
he is gonna. He's presenting. I think he is gonna be a little bit busy, but we can
Oh
get.
yeah, hey, can we just bring him up anyway? Just like pull him.
I'm tempted to, but you know what? No, let's just let him have this.
All right, that's fine.
We will try and get what that livery was and post it in the comments or something. Yeah, but with that, Tuna, any closing thoughts? Not quite the race.
Man, closing thoughts, dude. It was a very good race to watch. I mean, it was just so competitive, and I mean, you just have such a star-studded, top five. It makes it impossible not to watch. You know what I mean? So it was just a great race. You love to see it, and you love to see the passion that guys have for it. And yeah, man. I mean, I love being here, and again, thanking you for having me here, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Tuna.
Yep, and I've been Nathan. We've been OOFS, and with that, we will see you on the next one, yeah, gentlemen and ladies.